Hey, A-Train.
Yeah, B-man?
Oh, what are you doing over there, listening to rap beats?
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you something. Did you know that the World Record Podcast is brought to you by BetterHelp?
BetterHelp?
Yeah, and World Record Podcast listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/worldrecord.
That's BETTERHELP.com/world record.
Now listen to this. We both said, like, it was like you were
I did not say
feeding into
anything
me
like
with
that,
the
actually.
information. We both said it.
I just said that I should get a tiger claw.
Yeah. And then I said that.
And then I was like, wait, maybe I should just get a white claw.
Oh, shit. Didn't see that one coming.
Did you see?
Oh, shit. Didn't see that one coming.
Up.
Oh, shit. Didn't see that one.
Did you see that guy?
Oh, shit. Didn't see that one.
You know the Herlihy, that boy's last name's Herlihy?
Yeah.
They make those videos?
Yeah.
They did one for SNL. Did you see it? It was funny.
No, I haven't seen. I think their videos are funny. It is interesting. It's just
annoying.
Well, I don't want to. Whatever. You know. I mean, good for him. He was born into. It was. You know. He was born into it. His dad was a writer for SNL. Might still be.
Yeah.
And.
They did their sketch was
know.
about like J.C. Penney has its own hard seltzer, just like how everybody has hard seltzer. It's funny.
That's funny. I think his videos are funny. So it's like. I'm not gonna like hate on the kid.
Where's the name from? They used it in the sketch.
Herlihy Boy. Remember it was Chris Farley and Adam Sandler, and Adam Sandler's just like, let me sleep in your house. And he's like, let the damn boy sleep in your house.
I don't think I remember the name, but I don't know if I remember. Was it on the best of Adam Sandler?
No, it was on the show.
I mean, would it be?
I was old school watching the shit every Saturday with my boys. Up in the crib.
Up in the crib?
Up in the crib.
When you were sleeping in your crib like a little baby?
I'm a baby. Hi. Yeah, hi. We're babies and we need some titty milk. Oh, yeah! We need some titty milk. Oh, yeah! We need some titty milk.
That's like the devil's.
Yeah, we need some titty milk. Oh, yeah!
It sounds like the devil's tritone. The devil's tritone.
I don't know what that is.
It's just like an evil, like.
Oh, like
ding, ding, ding. I don't know what the notes are exactly, but it's like evil. It summons the devil. Summon the devil. Tituba, no summon the devil.
Yeah. Oh, we didn't even play the. So here's the Herlihy Boy sketch. Please no ads. Please no ads. Please
If you
no.
leave town this holiday season, why not let the Herlihy Boy be your house sitter? Out of an estimated 50,000 professional house sitters in the world, the Herlihy Boy is by far the best.
Hello. Let me water your plants.
Oh, yeah.
Please, while you're gone, let me water your plants. It would mean so much to me if you just let me water your plants. Come on, you're not going to be there. Somebody's got to water them. Why can't it be me? Please? Hey. Please? Let me water your plants.
Come on, let the boy water your plants.
Hi, hello. Are you good? Good. Let me bring in your mail.
It's 5
While
minutes
you're gone.
long.
It's 5 minutes.
We
Yeah.
don't have to watch
Come on,
the whole thing.
please.
I mean,
Let
this
me
is
bring in
back
your
when
mail.
SNL sucked. Before they had the
There'll be
powerhouses
so much
like
mail
Colin
in your mailbox
Jost
while you're away.
and Michael Che.
Let me bring the mail in the house for you. Come on, I'm already going to be watering your plants.
I feel like I remember watching this on like a best of
Just
either
say yes.
Adam
Yeah,
Sandler
I'm
or
sure
Chris
it's on
Farley.
the Chris Farley.
I know, but
Look at
I
me.
didn't really like get it. I was a little kid.
I honestly insist.
I mean, there's
I didn't
nothing
really
to
get-
get. I
right,
think
but
it's
I was just
probably an
like-
inside joke against.
He's a good,
They're probably
hard-working
making
boy.
fun of the
Bring in
writer
your
somehow.
Yeah.
It,
There's nobody better than Chris
Eh.
Farley.
That was, yeah, I remember this. Me and my friend Laserwang
Who's here?
we used to
Nice to see you again. You look
do
great.
this all the time.
Let me sleep in your bed. Don't shake your head no.
Yeah, 5-minute long sketch.
Let me sleep in
But
bed.
also, it's like, yeah, this
You're not
is.
even going to be there.
That's just a
really
testament
was
to the
so good.
to the charisma of those.
Well, they
two.
had, people had original, unique personalities.
Yeah.
And now.
Well, it was like all they had to do was be themselves, kind of like they were so distinct. Now it's like
Everybody
they just
had a
kinda melt
different point
into
of
each
view.
other.
Yeah, now it's just kind of like we all hate Trump and we're all trying to do whatever we think you want us to do. I don't know. I don't,
was
I mean, I know people on SNL.
You know what? I was watching clips of Kim Kardashian on it. She
Oh,
wasn't that
God.
bad.
I'm sure she was great.
Well, I mean, it was just a lot of like making fun of Kim Kardashian, which is always fun, right? Making fun of the
guess.
Kardashians.
God, Aaron decided to set up the cameras 10 minutes into the podcast. Everyone, round of applause for Aaron, whatever his last name is. There he goes.
Johnson.
Aaron Johnson. Oh, well, there's a contingent.
Contentious.
Contingent. No, like a section of people. A portion of the crowd.
Contingent is like it's contingent on
All right, let's get this
get this
bitch
party
started.
going.
Yeah, all right.
Let's get this bitch going.
What'd you say?
Let's get this bitch going.
Wait, why didn't it start from the beginning? What in the...
What in the heck?
Now we're talking. This is the theme song to the World Record Podcast, hosted by the one and only B-Man, Brendan Walsh, and as usual, his sidekick, Hellman, the A-Train.
Okay. I was just thinking, I like the A Train.
You don't like Hellman?
I do, but I don't want A Train to be gone forever.
Yeah. The A-Train, Hellman Barge.
Hellman Barge is my secret identity.
So you're like Superman. Do you know Superman's gay now?
God. No.
It's just normal,
Superman's gay.
Yeah, it's a gay, because I guess there's like new Superman comics and it's like Superman's son. Superman and Lois Lane have a son, I think, named
gay?
John Well, now he's going to be gay.
I believe he's bi.
Wait,
Nope.
who's by? Superman or his son?
His son.
Oh, well, whatever. His son can't. That makes sense. I don't think there's any
Yes,
young
I
person
mean,
who's not bi.
Is it adding sexualization to comic books? Is
That
that
don't need
like,
it?
I mean, there was like, yeah, Superman liked Lois Lane, but I don't think there's like any like
Romance.
hardcore Frenching or anything.
Yeah.
I think it was like he saves her from falling off a thing, and the picture I saw is like two dudes Frenching. It's like Superman Frenching some guy with pink hair. And it's like, is that cool? I mean, I don't know. Like, I mean, I don't know who's reading comic books. Do kids even read comic books anymore? And also,
don't know.
who's it for?
I was driving home and there was a big billboard for that Marvel Eternals.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I can't be the only one. I'm just like, oh, this is like diversity. Like the whole
Diversity
movie's
heroes.
about diversity.
Well, I mean, they have to. I mean, was Eternals, was that a comic book even?
I assume so.
I think
I'm
it
not
was.
familiar.
But it's like for them to pick that, obviously. It's
like a failed
There's an
comic book.
Asian one. There's one from like every nationality, basically, of superhero.
I know.
I think
But
it
also-
kind of happens to them. I don't think around the globe.
They just all turn into different races.
No, they get superpowers.
They get superpowers. Then it's like it kind of
The
lessens-
Eternals was created by Jack Kirby and made their first appearance in the Eternals #1, July 1976.
But it's like, was that a popular spin-off? Probably, I don't know. But they're like, we gotta get.
No, I don't think it was popular. And yeah, I mean, now we're
I mean, to be fair, every Avenger is white, right? Except for the.
yeah, that's just the
Falcon.
way it was. They were, making that shit back in the 50s or whatever.
Yeah, I was.
And I'm not saying it's okay, but it's like, I mean, just make new shit like Black Panther was, but Black Panther was probably a comic book too. Yeah. I'm not too well versed in comics in general. I know Spider-Man. I used to get the Spider-Man comic books for a brief period of my life. I was into superhero comics.
Not your whole. It's not your whole identity like some people.
I'm not a man in his 40s walking around with a fucking Spider-Man shirt on. And if you're one of those guys, think about just take a look at yourself. Take a look at the world around you, and think about like, are you a man?
You know what I was thinking?
Also,
Whatever,
guys,
let him like Spider-Man.
you can like Spider-Man all you want, but like walking around with a Superman shirt on,
Have you seen anybody like that?
non-ironically, you see a bunch of guys like that.
I always think of something and then I forget.
Well, let me say this then. I went to a football game at the SoFi Stadium.
Nice.
What is SoFi?
SoFi, baby.
What is that? Do you know what that is, Aaron?
Bank or something?
Bank, yeah.
Fucking banks, man.
I don't think
Burn
you
them
should
all
be
to the
allowed
ground.
to name a stadium after something like Quicken Loans Stadium. You
It's
can't
so
do
everything's
that.
so cheap. Like I was watching, it really is like idiocracy where there's like behind home plate during the National League playoffs, there's a predatory like payday loan company ad on the mound too. What's the name of that thing? Loan. You know what I'm talking about, Aaron?
Like
I mean,
J.G.
you can't have
Wentworth
watched
or
it. No, it's
something?
not even J.G. Wentworth. It's like basically like a predatory. It's like
Well, the umpires now have a Bitcoin sponsor on all their uniforms,
interesting.
which just started the All-Star game.
I didn't know that they're allowed to advertise on there.
Oh,
It
that's
just
all
started.
it is.
On the umpires?
I mean, I guess they just never sold that ad space before, but baseball, throughout
Oh, yeah,
history
all the
has been
things
like
on the side
the
of it,
whole
yeah.
back wall is ads, but it used to be ads for like paint, like hardware.
Yeah, now it's just like
Well, it's all
It's like
multinational,
multinational chains.
And are you just trying to say what I'm saying?
I didn't know what you were going to say.
We'll return after these messages.
Hellman, check it out.
Go.
This podcast is sponsored by BetterHelp. Online therapy. Check them out at betterhelp.com/world record and get 10% off because you're a friend. Listen into World Record Podcast. Go to betterhelp.com/world record.
BetterHelp is customized online therapy that offers video, phone, and even live chat sessions with your therapist, so you don't have to see anyone on camera if you don't want to.
It's much more affordable than in-person therapy, and you can start communicating with your therapist in under 48 hours.
Why invest in everything else and not your mind?
That's what I was going to say. I invest in crypto, I invest in stocks, I invest in bonds. Now I'm going to invest in my
your
mind. This podcast is sponsored by
BetterHelp, and World Record Podcast listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/world record.
That's BETTERHELP.com/world record.
Now, back to our program.
You don't know what I was going to
think it
say?
clicked with me until my brother
You don't know what I was gonna
playing
say?
games at the Home Depot Center, and I was like, why is it called the Home Depot Center?
And your brother,
because it's Home Depot paid for it? I don't know.
yeah, they pay a fee
Yeah.
to have it called that because it's not called Home Depot Center anymore.
Nope.
It's called
What's it now?
something else.
The Dignity Health Center.
Yeah, which that's a
What?
good sign in your country when a healthcare organization has enough money laying around
To just
to just
advertise.
fucking buy a soccer stadium.
I didn't know that.
It's like, oh no, they denied. My dad died because they denied him health care because he didn't, he had pre-existing conditions. But hey, we got a free ticket to the fucking soccer game, and we didn't even get that. I'm lying.
Yeah.
And to clarify, Amanda's brother, who was playing at the Home Depot Center, was a world champion pocketball player. He used to play with his balls, with his hands in his pockets.
Pocketball. No, I used to play soccer.
He's a
ladies
soccer
and
player,
gentlemen.
Jimmy Conrad. Are we allowed to say his name, or he doesn't want to be
Sure.
associated
I think
with this?
it's all right.
He was a soccer player. Google him, I guess. And so I went to the SoFi Stadium, and this is another thing that really,
Social Finance Incorporated.
yeah, fucking find out who runs that place and kill them. Somebody kill them.
Why? He's probably a good guy, and he cares
Probably
about
a fucking
his
piece
people.
of shit. He probably makes, when he retire, like he's going to steal your pension somehow. He's going to charge you late fees or whatever, you know. You run out of money, you're going to have to owe him another $100. Every time you use their fucking ATMs. It's another thing that got normalized. So many things, like getting older, you realize how many things just get normalized, and it doesn't take that long for it just to become normal, where it's like, what? No, just give Verizon all your banking information. I mean, do automatic payments.
Yeah.
And you're like, 20 years ago, if you said to somebody, or like in the 90s, if you were like, hey, why don't you just give the cable company your bank information so they can just go in and take the payment every month? You'd be like, are you fucking crazy? What are you, a fucking not like...
Well, that's before you even had the internet, so...
But you still had to make pay. You could still call them and say, here's my routing number, and that's essentially what you're doing. Or, you know, give them your credit card. Like, you had to make payments. You could do it over the phone. Shit, I remember having to go to, like, you would go to the grocery store to pay your fucking utility bills.
Really?
Yeah, well, or you could, like, mail them in or something, but you went to the grocery store.
My mom used to, like, cash checks at the grocery store.
Yeah, it was all, like, the same area. Like, there was a thing in the back, you could cash your checks, and because, like, it's in their best interest. Like, come in, cash your check, and spend $200 on food.
So, like, you buy... I never really understood how she did that. She would write a check to Handy Market, and then they just give her cash back. I don't know how that worked.
You could you could cash your paycheck there.
I'm not talking like that. I'm talking like she would make a check and like use it as an ATM.
Yeah, I guess. I guess you would do that. I don't know.
Listen, I don't know. Back then it didn't make any fucking sense to me, and don't make no fucking sense to me now.
But going to the football game, seeing grown men, like seeing a grown man wearing a jersey with another guy's name on it is still kind of the weirdest, gayest thing. No offense.
Not gay in that sense.
I mean, kind of gay in that sense.
Don't
where
tell
it's
them
like,
that.
what are
They'll
you?
get really mad.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's the kind of guy where you're like, oh, so what are you in love with a guy
Like,
12 years younger than you?
Yeah.
Because that's the other thing. All these guys are in their 20s. And you're like some big fat 45-year-old wearing like a fucking Bryce Harper.
It makes more sense if girls wear them, right? Because it's like, oh, they're so cute.
Yeah, well, girls are stupid, so go do whatever you want.
No.
Girls can do whatever they want because they're fucking stupid.
You know how it was fucking Indigenous Peoples Day the other day?
Yesterday.
There's people posting on all kinds of Instagram about like, you're on stolen land. What are you going to do about your stolen land? I'm like, I don't know. What the hell am I supposed to do?
How about everybody posting about that? Just kill yourself then. Slaughter yourself in honor of the Indians.
Come on, man. I came from Europe, baby. We came from communist fucking Hungary, bitch.
Well, you know, it's just stuff to keep people preoccupied.
I know.
So everybody fight with each other. Don't mind that the entire government is run by a bunch of crooked demons who are in cahoots with these fucking corporations. You guys fight about Black Lives Matter and Christopher Columbus. You know, like, what could matter less than Christopher Columbus?
And it goes both ways. Like, people who, like, tear the statues down, and then people who are, like, mad about the statue being torn down.
That's exactly. They're like, that's who's falling into their trap.
Who cares?
I'm going to tear down.
I've never thought about Christopher Columbus. You know, I learned about him, whatever, and I'm like, okay, that's the last I ever thought about him until people are, like, making him a big deal. Never thought about him.
Well, yeah, it's like, okay, then don't have a holiday for him. But it's just like, just take the fucking day off of work. Who cares? Like, if you got a week off of school and work for Hitler Day, just enjoy the fucking time off.
Come on.
It's like, you don't have to worship Hitler. Maybe this is bad. Maybe we need to start the whole podcast over again.
We kind of started off.
Because now it's like Owen Benjamin.
Okay, but you know what's funny? I was thinking because you call me Hellman.
Yeah.
A friend of mine is very, very religious, and she has a little girl, and she was going to name her Kendall.
Right.
And then she was born.
After the fucking Kardashian bitch. That's so stupid.
Or no, not Kendall. Kennedy.
Dumb still.
And then she was born, and then they named her Helena, which I'm like, hell is like in her name, and I always thought that was very weird because she's like super Christian. They just call her Nellie. But isn't that kind of weird?
Call her Hell.
Call her Helly.
Actually, that's a good like Hellman. Your nickname is Hell.
Well, that's what I mean. It's like you're so like worship Jesus. It's like you should have named her Lucy, like Lucifer, but you call her Lucy for short. You know what I mean? It's just weird.
I wonder how many things have been normalized over the centuries. Like music, like rock and roll music, they say.
Thank you
like
for calling the... I am sorry we are unable to answer the phone right now, but please leave us a message. And
No reason to say it, because they're not there, and it's going to be bleeped out. So no reason to use up 2 bleeps on the bleep machine.
Bleep blop. Bleep blop, bitch.
Bleep blop. That's Hellman's new catchphrase.
Bleep blop.
Okay, let's try it out.
All right. Bleep blop, bitch.
Well, wait.
I was watching Dave Chappelle stand up.
No.
Special, which honestly,
No.
it got to a point. Wait,
No,
pause it for a
no,
second.
no.
I want to talk about it for a second. It got to a point where like he talks about trans people a lot. It's like, just let it go. Like, who cares?
Well,
about
that's
the
I was
trans
talking
thing?
to a friend.
But
Yeah.
the funniest thing is just the way he says bitch. That's like the funniest thing to me. I mean, yes, he's hilarious, but he's like, oh, what's going on, bitch? Like the way he says it. So funny.
Well, and his use of the N-word I'm jealous of, because I'm
Yeah,
like, damn, I can never... His punctuating sentences with
bitch.
that
and-
word
and yeah.
is... I mean, it's just funny the way he does it. It's just,
He tells
it's
good
like,
story. He's
you
a good
got that?
storyteller. But
Yeah.
what were you saying about the...
Well, somebody was saying that like it's just been so long, like he's been so famous for so long and hasn't, being criticized at that level is just so foreign to him that he's just gotta he's just like
And also,
leaning into it. But I haven't
yeah.
watched the special, so.
Also, he had so many in such a short time. It's like you kind of run out of things to talk about. What else is he going to
Yeah.
talk about?
Yeah,
but
I mean,
it is
you can't
sorta
do 10
like-
specials in 2 years.
It's like who cares? I mean, I was kind of looking at someone's
Again, who
Twitter,
cares?
and I'm like, why does this make me mad? It's like, do whatever you want to do. I don't care. Be happy.
Yeah, I mean, people being angry over like words or whatever. Like, I just don't know.
It's like,
just
dude, say
stop. Don't
whatever you
listen to
want.
fucking Alex Jones.
Say whatever you want.
Like, how does
Who cares?
anything Alex Jones say affect your life? And fucking Eric Clapton and all that shit. Like, what? You don't even know. Like,
When
how
was
many
the last
people
time
had to
you thought
Google?
about Eric Clapton?
How many people had to Google Eric Clapton to figure out who they're mad at?
Yeah, exactly. Who's Eric Clapton? Oh, he played with. Oh, fuck him. He played with the Beatles. Fuck that guy. There's a lot of anti-Beatles memes on Instagram, and it kind of makes me sad.
There's what?
Like making fun of the Beatles memes, where it's
Well,
like their
The
music
Beatles,
is
you know what?
garbage, and it
Let
hurts my
them.
feelings.
You know what? Fuck the Beatles.
How could you say that?
They've had a good 50, 60, they've had a 60-year run of being like the best band ever.
Well, you
And
know
it's like,
who-
you know what? Yeah, you guys are fine. You guys are great.
You know who it is? It's Paul. Every couple years, he's got there's a new reissue or whatever. That fucker's been famous his whole life.
Yeah.
He's got something wrong with him. Listen, I love the Beatles, baby. Okay. You can give me a song and I'll sing it, baby.
You got a keyboard right in front of you, jackass.
No, a Beatles song, bitch. See, saying bitch is just fun.
Bitch is great.
Suck my dick, bitch. That's what he was like. He's like, I'll be the leader of the feminist movement. All you need to do is suck my dick. What the fuck is this?
Infowars theme song.
This
piano cover. I mean, I can't find the actual one. I wanted to play it to...
My brother sent me a funny
For
like
us.
remix of him talking about the frogs being gay.
Was this it?
This is an Infowars song?
Pre-broadcast theme tune? I don't know what the fuck would
Dude, that
pre-broadcast
sounds like
mean.
fucking like what's that stupid show?
Your mom's
Stranger
tits.
Things.
Yeah. Or music from the movie Drive.
Ooh, I love that movie.
I don't get it. I don't get that movie.
Well, it's because you're not a girl and you don't think
Exactly.
Ryan Gosling's
Girls
very
are
hot.
stupid. That was funny. What's all this? I mean, I want to hear the motherfucker saying Infowars.
In the councils of government, we must guard against the acquisition of unwarranted influence, whether sought or unsought, by the military-industrial complex.
In Dallas, Texas, 3 shots.
I mean, he's not wrong about everything.
Kennedy's motorcade in downtown.
He's kind of right about a lot of stuff.
First report say that President
Well,
Kennedy
calling
has
this thing
been
Infowars for the past 20 years is like,
It is a big
I feel like is kind of
Oppression.
a lot of
That's a good word.
foresight.
I learned that shit. It's out of foreskin, baby.
Toss the old foreskin around.
either.
Oh,
Okay,
dude,
I
I
don't
just
know.
thought
This
of
isn't- I just
something
wanted to
cool.
hear
I
the
just thought of something
info.
cool.
Okay.
A football made out of foreskin.
Yeah, okay. I just made that. I've been making that joke my whole life.
I don't believe you.
Good afternoon.
Hey, how's it going, man? This is Beeman. I come in there all the time. I think you know me.
Okay.
I got my my 10-year-old kid here. I just wanted to talk. My 10-year-old son, Hellman, is he thinks that statue of Christopher Columbus needs to be torn down, and I'm like losing my mind over here. Hellman.
Yeah, well, Columbus was a bad guy, and we need to dismantle white oppression and tear down his statue. Dad, that's what everybody's talking about at school.
You believe this kid?
What is this, a third conversation? A third-party conversation?
This is my son. I put him on the
Well,
line.
what do you think? I just wanted to know. I mean, I can't be the only one who hates Christopher Columbus.
Probably not, but I don't really want to get into that.
Yeah.
It's a statue. It's been there for years.
Right.
Yeah,
know,
so
you-
tear it
you have
down. He
your-
sucks. He's mean.
You're Italian, right?
I am not Italian, no.
Oh, see, I'm full-blooded Italian, and so is my
And of
son.
course, obviously, you think that way, right?
So what? So yeah, I had gabagool for breakfast. Doesn't mean I like Christopher Columbus.
Okay. Yeah, everyone is entitled to their own opinion.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hold on, I got to go stir the gravy. You talk some sense into my son. I got to go stir the gravy with my meatballs.
I can't stay on the phone. I got to work, man.
Yeah, well, isn't my dad just a dumbass or what?
I understand, but like I'm saying like this, I'm not saying yes, I'm not saying no. It's perfectly your opinion to feel what you want
Let
to
me
feel.
tell you something, sir. Everybody should have your outlook on life, and if they did, then nobody would be mad at each other. You know what I'm saying?
I kind of wish that was like that too, but unfortunately it's not. How old are you?
I'm 10.
Yeah, you sound much more than 10.
Really?
You sound very mature, yes.
Well, thank
That's
you.
how you talking, so, you know.
But my voice
Stand your
sounds
ground,
like
man.
I'm
I
10.
mean, that's your dad, but, you know, I'm sure he has his opinion, you have yours, and it is what it is.
I may sound mature, but I'm not mature because I don't even have pubes yet.
Okay, gotcha. All right,
But
look,
hopefully they come soon. I mean, I don't know. What do yours look like?
What are you talking? Are you talking about pubes now?
No.
I don't know what are you talking about now.
What's he talking about? He's talking about his pubes. You know what? This little bastard called a microscope store because he wants to look at his jizz under a microscope. But I don't even think.
Okay.
Can you even jizz if you don't have pubes yet?
I don't want to talk about that, okay?
Well, I wanted to see if what's coming out at night is piss or jizz, Dad.
You're pissing the bed. I can tell you that right now because you don't jizz like a gallon. He pisses the bed every night and he's like, I had a wet dream. And I'm like, no, you pissed your pants.
But I was dreaming about girls.
Well, you're dreaming about piss, and then you're a piss freak, and you got to go to therapy, right, sir?
I told
Get
you I don't want
golden
you to do
showers. So my son's into golden showers.
Yeah, where do you think I got it from, Dad? I've seen your videos under your bed, dude.
Well, you shouldn't be going in my room.
Well, you shouldn't leave your door open.
Well, you
Sleep
shouldn't be
until
going in
noon,
there.
you drunk.
So what? I like to drink a wine. I like to have some nice Italian wine after I stir the gravy with my meatballs, and then I piss on my wife.
You stir gravy with meatballs.
That's what you call sauce if you're Italian. It's called gravy.
I'm saying you're using a meatball to stir it up.
I have a spoon made out of a meatball. That's a nice Italian guy. He's working at Italian market there.
That was clearly not Italian.
Why, Aaron? Okay, Aaron, get on
Who do you
microphone.
think he was then, Aaron?
Yeah. Who do you-
I thought he was Italian, or I don't know. I didn't even think of anything. I
He
just
works
thought
in an
he sounded
Italian
nice.
place. Why wouldn't he be Italian?
Because you don't have to be, because Italian places can be inclusive of black people, who was the guy that just answered the phone.
Let's call him back and ask him what he is.
We can't release. We're going to have to get this on. What network is Owen Benjamin on? Does he still have a podcast?
Probably.
We got to get on that because we've already
Dude,
said everything
I just saw an
wrong.
ad for a live show, a double podcast. So it's a live show with 2 podcast tapings. I'm like, who wants to go see
what?
that?
For what?
It's like a show, a live show at Largo, but it's like 2 podcasts.
2 different ones?
2 different ones in one. It's a double podcast live taping of one podcast and then another podcast.
Lots of people.
It's just interesting.
Lots of people are into things that I can't even imagine. Could you imagine sleeping on the street for 12 hours or 24 hours waiting for a pair of sneakers to go on sale?
Have people actually done that for sneakers?
What the fuck are you talking about? People do that shit all the time.
Are people going to do that for, what's it this year? Black Friday?
Probably.
Jesus Christ.
We just talked to that guy. I met Brendan at a live podcast taping.
Yeah,
Brendan Walsh?
Yeah.
For what, Bone Zone?
No.
Something else?
He was a guest on a show.
The one at the Ice House?
No, it was at Meltdown. R.I.P.
Oh. Really? What year was that?
Like 2012, probably.
Dude, I met him not too long after, baby. At a show, too, baby.
All right.
I had my shot and I didn't take it.
You should have. You could have kids with him by now.
Were you with Hey, how's it going? This is Beeman. I come in there all the time. Is this Linda?
No, it's not.
Oh, this is...
Everybody thinks I'm her.
Oh, really? Yeah, I don't... Well, I could tell it's not her now. I have my son, Hellman. You've seen him. He's a 10-year-old Hellman. He's just driving me crazy. I just thought I'd call a fellow Italian because he's talking about... He thinks that the Christopher Columbus statue should be torn down.
Yeah, I think it should.
That's my son there.
Christopher Columbus was a bad guy, Dad. He killed a lot of Native Americans.
You don't know shit. You don't know what you're talking
That's
about.
what they taught me at school, Dad.
Well, if they're telling you that at school, then I'm taking you out of school.
Well, what do you think? Don't you think they should tear down the statue of Christopher Columbus?
I kind of have mixed feelings about it because it's like they're trying to rewrite history, and history is history. You can't change what happened.
Yeah.
But we should all be more aware of that. Maybe he wasn't such a good guy.
I guess you have to look at both sides of it.
But what was the year? It was like, what was it, 1412 or some shit?
1492, Columbus sailed the ocean blue and then killed everybody, killed all the Native Americans and brought syphilis and ravaged a whole people.
Okay, so you know all this.
And then we erected statues for him. Oh, that makes sense to me. Sure.
Yeah, erected. You know about that. Guess what?
No, you know about that. I saw you in the shower this morning.
Get out.
Dad,
I bought this kid. I bought this kid a freaking microscope for his school. And then you know what he does with it? He puts his jizz in, he looks at his jizz under the microscope.
Huh.
Yeah. He said he needed it for school. Him and his buddies are all jizzing on it.
It is for school. It's for a science project, Dad.
Yeah.
So now you're spying on me and my friends.
No, I'm not spying on you.
Room.
I could tell when there's 3 kids jizzing on a microscope, though. I wasn't born yesterday.
Oh, is that so different than you jizzing on your carpet?
I don't jizz. You better shut your mouth before I punch you in the face. You believe this kid?
Shut up, Dad. You're such a dummy.
You believe this kid, Linda? See what I got to put up with? Unbelievable, these kids
Unbelievable me. He's the one walking around with a boner in his hand.
I don't have you better cut it out with that kind of talk. Because I'll put my foot so far up your ass, your breath will smell like shoe polish.
Is that a way to talk to a 10-year-old? I don't think so. I might have to call up 911.
Well, here's the, call 911. We'll see. I'm friends with all the guys on the force. What do you think about these vaccines?
I got one, so.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah.
Which one you get?
The Johnson Johnson.
Johnson Johnson, that's what they're saying is the good one, right?
How'd it make you feel? Did you feel sick?
Oh, I was perfectly fine. I had no symptoms whatsoever. None.
I got the Pfizer. They made me do it at my work. And they had a guy come in. I don't even know if he was a real guy, but he came in and gave us all Pfizer, gave us all diarrhea.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got to go. My roll guy's on the phone. I have to give the roll order.
Wait, do you got to go down the shore?
Got to go diarrhea down the shore. Don't make fun of that lady's accent.
I wasn't trying to make fun of it. I was trying to make her think I was from Philly, too. Honestly, I really...
Well, you wouldn't just ask people, okay, stop,
down
Hellman.
The shore.
You wouldn't just throw that into a random conversation.
Down a shore.
People are staying on the phone for a while talking about Christopher Columbus.
People really do care. If someone called me and asked, I say, I don't give a fuck about Christopher Columbus.
All right, let's see.
We should put that up in the window, though. We were talking about doing that last year.
What?
Saying I love Christopher Columbus in our window. Like how people have Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
Christopher Columbus matters.
I mean, what point is it like, just trying to be funny? Does it cross the line into like people having a legitimate...
Just piss people off in our neighborhood because they suck. Not all of them. Our neighbors are actually really sweet.
Yeah, those people are nice.
My girlfriend that walks the big fluffy
I know.
dog.
We got to have a threesome with your girlfriend, I guess.
No.
Before we move.
No.
I have to get a better look at her. But she seems like she's DTF.
She seems cool. I don't know.
She's cool. Does she smoke cigarettes? She looks like maybe she smokes cigarettes.
Maybe.
And
I've
if
never
a girl
seen her.
smokes cigarettes,
she'll take
smoke
it in
your
her
pole
ass.
too.
Oh.
And probably. Okay, we've been through this. Cigarette smoking, tattoos, and a nose piercing. Anal, 100%. 100% of the time. Who could we call to talk about that with?
Any place. I don't know. Tattoo shop.
Yeah,
I don't
okay.
know.
Well, let's try this other place.
I'm going to get a tattoo, I think.
Let's both go. I want to get another one. I was talking to our
Doesn't
daughter.
it hurt?
What's her face? About getting a tattoo. Yeah, hey, how's it going? It's Hellman. Is this Tracy?
You got the wrong number.
Oh, no. I was calling this is seafood, right?
It is.
Right, okay. I got my son Hellman here. He's talking about Christopher Columbus and how they should tear down that statue. And I was calling to see just have you talk some sense into him. Hellman?
Christopher Columbus, he sailed the ocean blue and brought syphilis and disease and killed all the Native Americans.
Are you calling me to try and help you? Or
Yeah. Can you help me out here? Because my son, he's talking about Christopher Columbus
Well, I
statue.
just need to know, do you agree that it should be torn down because he was a bad man?
Well, I would say to you on the phone, anything I think is none of your business. You want to come and talk to me, that'd be a different story.
So we'll come down, I'll bring my son down there in person?
If that's what you want to do.
Okay.
Well, are you going to fight me
some
or something?
seafood while you're here. I'll sell you some seafood while you're here.
We'll get some seafood.
Ooh, we could eat seafood, talk about Christopher Columbus.
I really won't talk about anything political or social with customers. I'm sorry about
What about
that.
Why not?
What about the Eagles?
I won't.
Can we talk about the
No,
Eagles?
I won't. I won't even talk about the Eagles. I'm sorry about that because I don't know. Have no knowledge of the Eagles.
What about the
But
Phillies?
if you want to talk about seafood, I can help you.
All right, octopus.
So do you have any fish there?
What's the biggest
I
fish?
do.
What's the biggest fish you guys have?
Where are you calling from?
I was calling from we're in our house right now.
It says Los Angeles on my phone.
That's my cell phone. Yeah, we just moved back from Los
I was going
Angeles.
to say you're really calling from far away.
No,
but
no.
if you need any seafood, just come on in. We're here until
We live in
7.
Fishtown. We live in Fishtown, actually. So that's funny because you're Fish Place. We live in Fishtown.
Yes,
You
it
ever-
is. Coincidence.
Now you know why they call it Fishtown, right?
I have an idea, but I'm sorry to be rude, but I'm working here. I got to get back to the customers.
Okay. Is there
Thank
a
you.
customer there, maybe? Like an Italian customer we
You
could
know
talk
what
to?
seafood reminds me of?
What's that?
It reminds me about how Christopher Columbus sailed the ocean blue and then he killed all the Native Americans with disease.
Yeah, I'm going to hang up. I
Talk
hope
to your
you
mom
have
about
a
the
good
seafood.
conversation. Bye-bye.
I'm going to talk to your mom about seafood smells if you want to talk about smelly seafood situation. Talk to your mom,
mom?
my ex-wife, your mom.
You know what she's gonna do? She's gonna be pissed.
Yeah.
She's still there?
Hello? Your mom's pussy stinks, son.
That's not nice.
What?
Say that.
Oh, yeah. What don't you like about it? We could call our friends in Philly.
Jerry Volpe?
No, that restaurant place that we've talked to before.
Gosh, when was the last time we talked to him? Like a year ago?
Yeah, it's been a while.
Someone on Reddit asked about.
Should we try? Well, you shouldn't say where she's from.
Oh my God.
You just don't get it, Hellman. You don't understand the amount of work that goes into things.
I don't.
You just think everything happens.
Sure do.
Yeah, I know.
And look at me. I'm happy as a clam, aren't I?
Yeah. Ignorance is bliss, they say.
You know who was ignorant? The Native
Columbus.
Americans when Christopher Columbus came over and killed them all with syphilis.
Did he kill them all with syphilis? I don't know the story.
I mean, I think he did give them diseases that they'd never been exposed to.
Oh, I mean, he's got a boat full of guys that have been on the ocean for
Well,
like
and
a year.
they've been, isolated, and then there's like all these people. There's all kinds of stuff happening in Europe, and they bring it over here.
Those guys sucking and fucking on that boat?
For sure.
Really?
For sure. That's a way to keep scurvy away, is eating jizz.
Oh, yeah?
Keeps away scurvy.
Okay.
You gotta suck it out, and then you just gotta like roll it around your teeth.
Wait, what was Hellman's catchphrase again?
Bleep blop bitch. Is that what it was?
I don't know.
Bleep blop. Bleep blop bitch.
I don't know. Do like a video of Hellman's catchphrase. Yo, this Hellman here. Bleep blop, bitch.
What's up, guys? It's Hellman, ready to shred. Bleep blop, bitch.
Yeah, nice.
Thank you. It is kind of fun talking to people about Christopher Columbus because it really, truly never crosses my mind, Christopher Columbus, ever. I never think about him.
Again, it should never...
You know what we should be thinking about? Christopher Columbus.
It's called Bleep Blop.
That's a scary song.
It's a scary picture on it.
Let me see.
Well, I'm trying to run a podcast over here.
Oh!
Oh!
Oh my God, that's scary.
Should we call a place as little kids?
I guess people really do think that I'm 10.
Listen, why would anybody question it? I mean, that one guy said you sounded mature.
But I think he meant like what I was saying.
Yeah, no
mature,
shit.
Not like the sound of my voice.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, bitch. Bitch ass.
Me? Bleep blop, bitch.
Bleep blop, bitch.
Bleep blop, bitch.
This episode's brought to you by Tarte's Face Tape. It's a good foundation.
Yeah, if you need to waste a ton of money on stuff you
This
don't
was
need.
only like $10.
Makeup costs a ton of money and you don't need it. Hey, man, we're looking to get a boat. Hellman B-Man. This is Hellman and
We're
Beeman.
looking to get a boat to sail the ocean blue like
In
my
honor,
hero.
Because we're pissed off. You know Columbus Day, right?
Okay.
You know what they call it in California?
Nope.
Indigenous Peoples Day. They're trying to take that holiday away from the man who founded this country.
Our first president, Christopher Columbus, and we worship Christopher Columbus, and in his honor, we want to get a boat and sail, and sail around in his honor and flip off everybody, all these libtards who are worshiping the Indians. We want to sail in Christopher Columbus's honor. You got sailboats?
No, this is a boat shop. This is a mechanic shop only.
Oh, you got a speedboat?
Yes.
You got speedboats?
Yeah, but this is mechanic here. I know sailboat.
Oh, okay.
So
we could get a boat.
So we can get a boat, and we're gonna sail across the ocean blue, just like my hero did in that
Christopher Columbus. And they said that you know when you look at your sperm under a microscope, like your jizz or whatever, with your friends.
He was laughing. Do you think he thought we were serious?
I mean, I think he does. He's in there fixing boats or some shit. Who knows what he does? I thought it was a boat store.
We should get like a little Christopher Columbus statue and put it on our front lawn.
Okay. Let's see. Let's call statue place.
Our
statue
front lawn
manufacturer.
looks like shit. I'm gonna call that guy. I'm gonna call our owner and be like, "You're gonna mow the lawn, right?"
Let's not talk about our personal life.
We're starting to look like
Let's not talk about our
homeless
personal
house.
life here.
We're starting to look like a
that's
squatter's drug house. I'm getting into crack and it's helping me lose
All right,
weight.
can you shut up before I kill you?
All right, I'll be quiet while you look for something on your computer.
No, don't talk about our personal life.
What's the personal life? We need our front lawn mowed.
Hire
I
Aaron.
wouldn't mind
Get Aaron
getting
to
my
do it.
front lawn mowed either. That would be nice.
Well, go shave that shit.
I didn't mean that. I meant it in a different way.
How would you find a place that makes statues?
You know what I was thinking about?
Foundry?
Foundries. About Mark Proch is like, you're calling foundries.
Guys, you got to join the Patreon. Join the Patreon. Patreon.com/World Record Podcast. So
many fun
Maybe we
things.
should put, Aaron, should we put like the first 25 episodes behind a paywall or something? Do people do that? Is that wise or no? Probably not, right?
I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
How do we get more patrons? How do we make more money? How do we get more popular?
That's
Hire
the question, you know.
publicists?
You just can't, it's hard. I was talking to Dave Anthony the other day about podcasts and just like how to get people. It's just impossible to make people pay, like do things. And when I was a kid, I was like 13, my uncle Mike, my mom's brother, he was moving out of my grandparents' house, gave me a stack of record albums, you know. A lot of them look cool. You know, I didn't hear of a lot of these bands, a lot of 70s, like, you know, glam rock stuff and all. Some good stuff in there. But one of the albums in there was Brian Eno's Taking Tiger Mountain by Strategy. And I thought the album looked cool. And I was like, Brian Eno, I think I heard of him. And I was like, put it on for like, you know, skip through it in a few minutes when I was like 13. I was like, I don't know. I thought it was going to be like more rock and roll, like heavy metal or something. And 10 years later, it became one of my favorite albums. But it's like, you can't, you know what I mean? Like I had that album for 10 years and was like, I don't know. It's like watching TV shows. People were like, oh, you should watch Detroiters. And I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. And then,
you discover it, and then you're like,
later,
oh, this is
like,
really
that
funny.
was
Why
really
haven't I
good.
fucking watched this shit? In this podcast, we like the show Detroiters, and we like the show The Other Two. Very funny.
Yeah, that's okay.
You guys should watch it. Because it makes me laugh. Bitch.
It
Who am
does?
I?
You're Beverly
Hush,
Mysterious.
hush,
Okay.
baby.
Yeah, we get it. What else do we have today?
We were talking about something before you started talking about Brian Eno.
Making people listen to the podcast.
Right.
Oh, that didn't sound good. Oh, did we get is this a recording?
No, it's not.
Agent.
Operator, please. Operate.
See, I don't get why they hang up. I would try to convince someone more that it wasn't a recording. I wouldn't just say it once and then hang up. I'd be like, ask me a question and I'll answer it or something.
Yeah. Well, let's see now. Let's see if she answers again. Oh.
Jesus Christ.
Dude, that's like, you know, this is something that ladies used to do is blow a whistle into the phone when like people, like if people were crank calling you. It happened to me doing crank calls when I was a kid. Like a referee's whistle.
Oh, God.
They would blow that into the phone. But you know what? It's ineffective because it's like it only gets so loud and like it's not going to blow your ear out. Really. On
They
like
just want to do something annoying, I would assume.
Yeah.
I never really got prank called very much.
Yeah. Let's see.
People liked me. People would call me and say nice things. And
Well,
say I
people
was
used to
the
make
most
prank
beautiful
calls
girl in
just
the
by
world.
calling random numbers.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks. Should I try calling from a different number? You know what? This bitch isn't going to stay on the phone
She
with us
sucks.
anyway.
That bitch fucking sucks.
Oh, we could try her later. Why switch it over to a fax machine or something? Like, that's just like some aggressive behavior.
Is that what that was?
Well, I mean, like, to just be so anti, like, I don't want to talk to this motherfucker. Because, like, for 2 seconds, we're like, oh, this is a recording. I think it's a recording operator. And then she's like, I'm going to hang up and then make the phone be an annoying noise for everyone.
Did?
Yes. How else does that happen?
But it made a weird noise when we first called. Like a weird click.
Because she answered.
Whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Whatever, bitch.
Hi, this is. Please leave
Hi. Hi.
Hi, this is Jim Dicklicker. Now, are you allowed to call people a dicklicker? We've been through this before.
Sure, why not?
What else should we do to make this podcast better? Should we, we haven't, I always bring the Guinness Book, even though the Guinness Book of World Records
flip it open.
is bullshit.
It's,
Hello?
Hi, this is the sculpture place?
Yes.
So you do sculptures?
I do, yes.
Okay. Now, would you have a problem with, because I'm here with my 10-year-old son, Hellman, and
Hi.
He's,
Hello.
He's at school, they're teaching him that, Christopher Columbus is a bad
Is
guy.
a murderer, which he is.
Okay.
Was.
And
He's rotting in hell.
yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, you're not even, we're Catholic. I'm Italian. I don't know what your background is, but I'm a full-blooded Italian. And I love Christopher Columbus. And I was wondering if we could hire you, what the cost would be to get, if you would, number one, if you're one of these wackos who hates Christopher Columbus, if you would make a Columbus statue for me to put on my lawn.
I actually only have a certain kind of sculpture that I make. I don't do any I wouldn't be the right person for that. I wouldn't be able to give you something that you would appreciate.
Maybe
my
we
stuff
could.
is very abstract. And
Let's
stuff
get an
like
abstract one. That would be cool, and it could be sort of an abstract monument to all the pain and suffering and death Christopher Columbus caused.
No. Something abstract in honor of Christopher Columbus. Like, what do you do? Like, how abstract is it? Is it just like do you ever see those people? There's that sculpture, and no offense if this is you, but like where they get a bunch of shit, like broken doll pieces and stuff, and then they put them, and you have to look at it a certain way, and then it looks like a bird or whatever. Like they'll get like bottle caps and use Q-tips and shit, and like, you know what I'm talking about?
I do, but yeah, that's not me either.
Okay, that's
Sorry
good.
about that.
That's good, because that's not one. Although that would be cool to get a Christopher Columbus one where it looks like a bunch
Made
of
out
shit.
of trash, yeah, because he's a piece of shit.
No,
trash. Yeah, that does make sense.
to honor him. How's your, like, what do you work with metal or whatever? Like, you'll just do like a like steel?
Maybe we could make one where the Indians are cutting his hands off.
No.
Ooh, that's what I'm talking about. That's the shit I'm talking about.
No, that's not what I want.
That's
I want
what he
one to
did,
honor
Dad.
him. Like something
He
with
wasn't a
Nina,
good guy.
the Nina, the Pinta, the Santa Maria, maybe something with like 3 boats. And then like,
and then like
America,
a pile of
I
dead
discovered
bodies
America.
or whatever. Yeah.
Sounds expensive.
Or just
what's your budget?
I do pretty well for myself. I don't, would it go by size or like if I wanted something like 5 feet tall, like $5,000? I don't know.
Well, I for this special project, I'm thinking millions.
That seems like, have you ever made anything for like famous people? Who do you work for? Saudi princes or something?
My dad's actually a loser. He doesn't make shit, so he
yeah,
could maybe
okay.
give you $50.
I produce TV shows, so.
Whatever. He supports murderers.
What's that supposed to mean?
Christopher Columbus was a murderer.
No, you know what? You got to, like, okay. Well, then everybody like George Washington, or actually, what about my brother who served in the military in Iraq? You think he's a murderer? Because he fought for our country?
Yes.
See, can we make a monument to my brother? He's still alive, though.
Yeah, so he doesn't need a monument. I'd be down to make one for, who deserves a monument that's never had one?
Have you ever made a sculpture for a famous person?
Let's see.
Don't be shy.
I don't know if they were commissioned or just bought from what I already created, actually, but.
Couple famous.
Yeah.
How long does it take you to make a sculpture?
Anymore.
Good. Get out of Dodge.
We're getting out of here too.
I didn't leave because I was unhappy with LA. I just had other reasons.
Okay.
So, how long does it take you to make a sculpture?
Usually weeks.
That's not bad.
Or months, depending on the size.
Yeah.
But what do you use? What materials?
Steel.
Stainless steel. Okay, yeah.
So you have to like bang it and heat it up and stuff?
Yeah, so to speak, yeah. How did you guys find me?
Internet.
Cool.
That is cool. I've never been one for the arts. I've never.
So what's an idea to honor Christopher Columbus discovering America?
Like a big sword.
Or no, maybe like 3 boats. Oh!
What?
What about like an American flag, right? Waving in the breeze. And on the lines of the American flag are the boats sailing, and it says...
But he wasn't American. He was Italian, dummy.
But he discovered America, you stupid little shit. That's my 10-year-old son.
My dad's a dummy, in case you can't tell.
No pubes yet, but jacks off nonstop.
I'm waiting for something to come out.
Yeah. He jizzed on him. He's got his friends come over. I bought him this $200 microscope for school, he said. And then him and his friends are all in his room beating their meat, jizzing on a microscope.
It's for a school project, and my dad doesn't get it. He just goes in his room and watches his old videos and looks at his magazines, and he's a sad, lonely man.
No, I'm not. I have a great life, and I left your mom. Ask anybody about that.
No, she left you. Now she's with Steve, who's taller and more handsome, and doesn't have to watch magazines or watch movies and magazines in his room.
No, I'm taller than Steve. That's for sure. Steve's maybe 5'9", 5'10". I'm 6'2". So that's stupid. You're just saying that to hurt my feelings.
You should hear the things Mom says about Steve, but I don't want to tell you.
Yeah. Well, you should hear your mom says a lot of dumb shit. So, and when we're done in court, then she's going to be saying a lot of dumb shit in a studio apartment probably, because she's going to get cut off. Do you watch any game shows or talk shows or anything like that? Sir?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah. Because I produced the Steve Wilkos show. Did you ever watch that? Steve
no,
Wilkos.
I haven't.
Produced that. The Talk. It's a daytime talk show. And then there's another one called The Real. That REAL, The Real.
You ever watch any of that?
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody watches it. That's why my dad
No, a lot
sucks.
of people. Okay, yeah, that's why it's been on for over 10 years. Why don't you tell them how you piss your bed every night? Tell him.
I don't piss my bed, Dad. I'm dreaming about hot chicks, and then I.
He thinks he's having wet. He thinks wet dreams are when you piss yourself while you're sleeping. 10 years old, pisses the bed.
Wow. Well, anyways, I'm not the guy for your project. I have no connection to that at all.
Christopher Columbus
wouldn't be able to make you happy, I don't think.
What about something about my son pissing the bed? And this doesn't even have to be abstract. You could just make a big metal sign that says, "My son Hellman pisses the bed every night."
There might be an artist out there that could help you with it. But
so you're not into that?
He's not into being mean, if that's what you're asking him to do.
What's mean about facts?
You're an asshole.
Okay.
Oh, how about you could make this sign that says, "My dad is a dumb asshole." I bet you could do that.
Oh, he wouldn't want to do that.
Oh, I bet he would.
Oh, I bet he wouldn't.
All right. Well, best of luck with.
I bet he wouldn't. Who's this?
Shut up, Dad.
Fucking hit me? You're hitting me? You fucking hit me? Come here. Come here, you fucker. How did you find me? Let's see what this guy's shit looks like. I want to see what his actual shit looks like.
He has a cool voice.
Oh, really? Why don't you go marry him then?
Okay, I will. I bet he'd be fucking nice to me too, bitch. Cracking Aaron up over there.
For 35 more minutes of this episode, visit patreon.com/worldrecordpodcast. For 35 more minutes of this episode, visit patreon.com/worldrecordpodcast. Patreon.com/worldrecordpodcast.